So we're back. We're still on the Godin stand. We're now in the acoustic corner, or with the new Art Lutherie, and I've got Simon Godin here with us. Simon, how you doing?
I'm very good, thank you.
Thanks. So Simon Godin. So you may have heard of a brand, Simon and Patrick. They're Robert's two sons.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. You're the handsome one.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
maybe Pat might disagree with you. Maybe Patrick.
No.
Yeah.
It's okay. He's not here.
Cool. So you did a great job with the Art Lutherie range. Did all the new finishes, the bourbon burst, the cream, really getting the aesthetic right.
Yes.
And you've been working on some new colours.
Oh yeah, a new color this year. I can maybe show you.
Yeah, lovely.
This year I've been working a lot with Daniel Fiocco. As you know, it's hard to make a nice color on a product. This year I think we nailed it with that new blue finish that we call denim blue. It came out from a pair of jeans I had. I'm like, man, it's cool looking, you know? So we at the factory, for a few days we try a different color and we came out with that finish. It's beautiful, and you see the grain, you see the natural grain. That's a spruce top, wild cherry back inside, and I find it matching well with our brown neck on the Art Lutherie.
Man, you nailed it. It's beautiful. I mean, on the back and side, just flip that over again. Look, just the contrast on there. That's beautiful.
It's a very nice finish, and this year it's a new pickguard design for that model as well, and new electronic, custom built with EPM. It's a Canadian-made company. So they custom us those new pickup with the volume and tone. So it's very stylish instrument.
Yeah, it's quite retro, that, isn't it? So you haven't got an onboard preamp here on the side of the guitar. Yeah. So is there any danger in having these mounted on the top? Actually, that's probably an answer for a question for you, Daniel.
No, because we reinforced the top, so these knobs are very secure there. And I must say about this system that this is an active system. So usually you see those knobs on old guitars that are connected to a magnetic pickup. It sounds terrible. This is a real preamp. We just captured this certain curve that we like on the preamp we're using all the time, and we just simplified the controls, mounted on the top, so it's very easy to use on a very ergonomic guitar.
Oh, cool. So what you've done, you've basically got the preamp, you got like the sweet spot of a preamp.
Exactly.
And then that's set. I noticed it's center dented at 5. What's that?
And the tone will give you a palette of different sounds, but captured from that preamp. So.
Right.
And it's it's very modern. Yeah. It's a vintage look, but under the hood.
Yeah. So it's not just a passive roll off. You got quite a lot of tonal variation there.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think again, sounds good, looking good, and the nice thing with those finishes, every guitar will be different. Maybe we're down.
I'll grab the Legacy.
There you go. So there's 2 body size available. The parlor size that's under the Roadhouse series, and the OM body size under the Legacy series. And again, those are the Art Lutherie Denim Blue Q Discreet. So new for 2018 for Art Lutherie. Yeah.
Beautiful, man. Thank you. And you've been busy with Art Lutherie. You've been busy with Seagull as well. There's some new finishes in Songsmith. So have you got time to just show us those quick, or?
Yeah, on Seagull.
Yeah. That's cool. Lovely. Sure. Cool. Right. Back in a sec. Cool. So thanks, Simon. So what we've got here is the Seagull Entourage series.
Yes.
Looks amazing, but this is actually our lowest entry-level price point on the Seagulls, isn't it? It's pretty much. Yeah. So, man, it looks $1 million. So tell me what you've been up to, man.
This is a completely new design for the Entourage series. It's called the Autumn Burst. And this year we kept the same price point, but we really upscaled the series. Again, working with Dan Fiocco on the finish, I think we nailed it there. It's something really unique. And the addition of the white binding this year.
Yeah, I was going to say the bindings, they used to be black or grey, didn't it? But that looks ace.
Yeah, comes with the new pickguard for Seagull. And another thing, at that price point, it's completely made in Canada for a price point of, under 5? Yeah.
About £400.
Yeah, okay.
In the UK, these guys are.
For that price point, you have a faded neck burst, back and side, and faded back. It's
Amazing value,
everything
yeah.
on that guitar.
And we've got some electrodes as well. So we have, this is a new shape for the Entourage series. So this is a concert hall cutaway. So this hasn't got the EPM. This has the Fishman.
Yeah, the Fishman Sonotone pickup built in the sound hole. We like to work with both company, and I find for that body size, this pickup is perfect.
All right. So you think that the Sonotone suits the smaller body sizes. The Dreadnoughts, of course, have the EPM.
The EPM, yeah.
So there's a choice there. And the Daniel, what do you think difference between the EPM versus the Fishman? What's the different sound?
I couldn't say there's a bad sound and a better sound.
Yeah,
but
it just
they're-
suits the
they're
body
different.
shape.
It's just
Yeah.
both good pickups.
See, this is what's cool about you guys. I mean, you'll spend the time in a range, have different pickup systems because you go to the trouble of listening, and not everyone has this attention to detail going on. So
And
It's detail, yeah.
we're a friendly company and everyone wants to work with us, but Simon has got good ears, and we find the right product from the suppliers we want to work with, and we just get the best systems we can find out there. We're not dedicated to one brand, but we use what's the best.
and where's here? So we've got a concert hall, we've got a Dreadnought, and then we've got the wee little parlor as well.
Yeah, I'll show you the parlor. They're here.
Cool.
Okay, I'm coming back.
Thanks, man. So what have we got here?
Okay, again, those are on the Entourage series. That's the Entourage Grand natural. So it's the same finish as the Dreadnought. Just for the parlor size, we kept the natural top. And this one is equipped again with the Fishman Sonotone pickup built in. For that body size, fits well, sounds good. So very exciting. And here's the little sister. It's the natural almond finish. So a more natural finish with the neck, a nice pearl cream pickguard. So it's
Still wild cherry.
yeah, it's always wild cherry back inside. They're all solid spruce top, all pressure test, and it's great guitar.
And the Almond is an acoustic guitar only.
And this is only with electronic. So this is why you have those two combo. Yeah.
Again, done a lovely job. I like the white binding. I like the pearl on the wee little Almond. That really sets that off. So
And even at that price point, we use a Graphtec nut and saddle. So it's a lot of value for the guitar. Yeah, for sure.
thanks, Simon. Cool. And then there's the new Maritime series. So cool. So this is the new Maritime SWS. So SWS stands for Solid Wood Series.
Exactly.
Cool. Now as I'm the importer of these guitars, there's the rosewood and the size issues has been causing me a lot, and you a lot, paperwork delays.
Yeah.
So this is quite exciting for me personally because this will make getting the guitars a lot quicker and easier. This used to have a rosewood fingerboard and bridge, but now
we use Richlight. We've been using Richlight on our electric for a few years now, and it makes, first of all, it sounds good. It's as good as ebony or rosewood, and it makes your neck very stable. So now we're starting to introduce that on our acoustic higher end, and this year on the Maritime, a lot of upgrade, same price point as the older version, except now it comes with a Richlight fingerboard and bridge. Bigger dots this year.
because it's quite relevant for a touring musician, because if you leave, well, we're in the UK, but if you leave the EU, you would technically have to have import paperwork to do. So if you did a gig in Switzerland, or it would cost you £75, it would be a 3-week delay for your paperwork. It's caused a lot of problems. People are having instruments embargoed, taken off them and destroyed because the paperwork hasn't been. So this is, if you're playing a lot, traveling a lot, this would be a perfect guitar. No rosewood, so they'd be exempt from all those headaches. So that's something to. There's been a lot of news about it recently, but it's still a very. People are still discovering what they can and can't do, and where they can and can't do. So it's worth bearing in mind if you are gigging a lot. Yeah. So, but back to the spec of the guitar. What else have we got?
All of them are equipped with. They come with a solid mahogany back inside, mahogany neck, This year it's a burnt umber finish on the back and side and on the neck, and we kept the natural spruce top on these. So the one I have right now, it's a concert hall cutaway. They come again with the APM Q1T pickup. It's got a tuner built in, and again, everything's made in Canada, even the electronics. So it's something to be proud. There's not a lot of company out there that's.
And I like that, and I love this dreadnought as well, because this dreadnought is the same spec, but it has a gloss top.
Yeah, a gloss
So
top and a gloss headstock.
yeah. So Daniel, so when you do put a gloss top on, what you do, is there any tonal change? Is there any tonal less resonant, or how do we?
Well,
how
it's
do you
gonna
go
have
around
a tonal change if you don't know what you're doing. But when you're especially trying to make it as thin as possible, like we do, there's no disadvantages really. It's a matter of taste, but the gloss top looks really striking.
Love it, love it. How thin would this finish be compared to like a polyester finish on a?
There's no polyester on this actually.
Yeah,
So polyester, you would see that on Asian guitars. They use a lot of polyester because it builds very quickly.
Yeah.
This has no polyester, so it's very thin. I couldn't tell you how thin it is. It's about 10 to 20 thousand of an inch.
That's quite thin.
It's very, very thin.
I don't know much about guitar finishes, but I know that does sound thin.
Exactly.
So it's cool, and it's it just sets it off really nicely. So there's a burnt umber back and sides.
It's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
very makes the guitar shiny. It looks expensive.
Yeah.
It looks boutique. Yeah.
And in this range we've got Dreadnought acoustic, Dreadnought electro, cutaway,
And the concert hall cutaway with electronic. They all come with the strap-in equipped here, so it's very strong. This is a great addition on every Seagull. Yeah.
Thanks, Simon. Listen, man, you've been smashing out the park with these guitars. You've been working hard. I know a lot of late nights getting everything ready for the booth, and there's a few models that turned up the day before. So.
And there's one that we forgot.
Oh, really?
The S6 original.
Oh, yeah, of
Can
course.
I just show you fast? The S6 original has been our #1 selling for Seagull for years and years. And this year, again, we did a little touch on it. We're still using wild cherry back and side, but this year we went with a nice black binding with the new brown stained finish. It's very classy, very, very nice. Cedar top, and this one is a rosewood fingerboard and bridge, but totally a winner here. Yeah.
So that's the new. So it's going to be the S6. There's going to be a slim left-handed version.
We have the slim and the regular Seagull neck as well available. Yeah, both with and without electronic.
Yeah, it looks a lot fresher, doesn't it, with that stain on. And the binding, there's a little white line that you don't notice first, but it really finishes the top off, doesn't it?
It's a nice little touch.
It's a nice touch.
Especially here on the back, you can really see the contrast. It's beautiful guitar.
Simon, thank you so much, man. Thanks for your time. It's been a pleasure. Daniel, it's been a pleasure. Thanks so much, mate. Thanks for your expertise. And cheers. Cheers, Wolf.